Saturday, August 20th, 2022. Coming to Hartford, Michigan at the Van Buren Poorhouse Museum, it's Ghost-O-Rama. Ghost-O-Rama is a one-of-a-kind event. It's a paranormal meet and greet / flea market / Comic-Con, car show, and much, much more. There'll be paranormal groups, the Ghostbusters, the Mystery Machine, spooky vendors, live band, ghost tour, Jurassic Park, killer cars, food truck, disc jockey, historical museum, kid haunted house, and much more. Van Buren County Historical Museum. That's right, out at 58471 Red Arrow Highway, Hartford, Michigan, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an outdoor market, which is free to the public. That's right, you heard me. It's open to the public. There'll be a museum tour, $5 per person. Also, from 9 to 11, a ghost tour, $20 per person. That's right, Ghost-O-Rama is hitting West Michigan, Saturday, August 20th, 2022, at the Hartford Van Buren Poorhouse Museum. This is sponsored by Southern Michigan Paranormals, UnrestrictedRadio.com, the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition, How to Halloween, Frankenfest, and the Midwest Parahistorical Society.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the pre-premiere live stream. I figured this was an easy way to give everybody what they wanted. Some people like the premieres in the evening time. Some people like the live streams. I figured this is a way to let more folks eat off the same apple. Hey, Stephen, good to see you, bud. 100 subscribers. Hot dog. Congratulations, brother. Good job. Pikachu. Howdy, howdy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Glad you could join us. Yep, like I said, I figured this was a way to give everybody what they wanted. Some folks like having the premieres of an evening. Some people like doing live streams. Luckily, the premiere is only about an hour, a little bit less than an hour. So I figured give us time to do a little bit of streaming ahead of time. Hey, Joe. Hey, Paul. Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing good. Oh, tonight's going to be a real special premiere. I done a little bit of scoping around for this one, and as far as I know, it came out all right. I've not had a chance to listen to it since it's been uploaded. So I'm really hoping it's not like the one last week that I had to erase. That sucked. Hey, Jan, good to see you, sweetie. Hope all your deliveries went well today. Jan's been out all day long delivering Easter flowers. But that one last week, man, with that whole while everybody was trying to talk in it and stuff, that just sucked. Hey, Terry. Hey, KG. So I erased that one just as soon as the premiere was over with, because once I upload them for a premiere, I can't listen to them until the premiere. So as of the time that I uploaded it, it sounded great. So we'll just have to wait till 8 o'clock when the premiere starts and see how it done on this new editing program. Tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday too. Hey, you're gonna be real busy, girl. That's all I can say. But hey, it's like I told you today on Instagram, you got to get them bunny day flowers delivered, folks. If I had the money, I'd send mom flowers, but I'm tired of talking about money. Right now, I'm probably going to lose my StreamYard because I got my last warning today on that. My phone's been shut off now for 4 days. The follower that we had that gave me his credit card number and everything, that's had me re-upping my phone for the last 2 months. I went to re-up it day before yesterday, and his bank denied the card. So, not to mention, I haven't had a cigar in 2 days. I'm about ready to pop a gasket, especially since they just got the cigar and cigarette delivery yesterday, and I'm afraid they're going to sell out of my cigars before I can get down there to get any. Well, let's see here. 103. Good job, Stephen. Good job, bud. Plus, I forgot about this one. Had a doctor's appointment today at the cardiologist. They're concerned about me passing out at the hospital 3 weeks ago when I was leaving and falling down and smashing my back of my head on the floor in the waiting room. They think it could possibly like a flutter in my heart or something like that. So I had to drive 30-mile round trip today for a 15-minute appointment just for him to tell me to come back tomorrow at the same time. They would have a monitor there for me to wear for a week. So for the next week, I'll be doing my impersonation of a Borg. I will have some kind of computer monitor hooked to my chest, monitoring my heart rate and stuff. And then in 2 weeks, I'll go back again and get the readings and everything from that monitor. Yippee-ki-yo-ki-yay. So, and if there's nothing wrong with my heart, then we start looking at other things. I also come to find out, I was talking to the cardiologist today, and he said, I said, well, at least it was the artery that goes into my lungs and not the one that goes into my heart or my brain. And he turned around and he looked at me like he was dumbfounded. And I said, well, at least that's what they told me at the hospital. He says, you have no idea how lucky you are, do you? He said, I think they buttered you up at the hospital so you didn't stress and worry, because the description that they gave in the hospital notes for your leg, 50% of the people that get that far along don't make it to the hospital. He said, you are very, very lucky. He says, it will kill you. He said, do not miss any of those pills. Do not, I can't stress it enough. Now, this is the guy that kept my wife's grandfather alive for 5 years after his heart attack, before, he finally passed away. But when he had his heart attack, it was a severe heart attack, and the hospital gave him very, very, very little chance of survival. And this doctor kept him alive for another 5 years after his heart attack. So I kind of want to listen to this doctor a little bit. So let me see here. Hey, Candy, good to see you. But that's all the doctor had to say, Stephen, was that the blood clot was severe just because it's in that artery that goes to my lungs. That is no less of a worry. It can still kill me. I'm lucky to be alive right now. So, yeah. And believe it or not, he didn't even complain about my smoking this time. He said my smoking had nothing to do with the blood clot, and it had nothing to do, obviously, with me passing out. So he didn't bitch at me this time. But it's also like I told him, I live in a household of smokers, so if I quit smoking now, I'm going to be on America's Most Wanted. He just laughed about that one. Oh, let me see here. Who else popped in? There's Ian right there. Howdy, howdy, bud. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, Paul, for talking about the little thumbs up thing. YouTube seems to like those for some reason, so we'll just have to try to get as many of them as we can. I bet they really flipped out that night. We had like 50 of them. You know, when we had that raid here a few weeks ago. Well, I don't know what y'all's weather was like today, but we have been in the high 60s all day long, but we've been raining all day long too, so. And you know, that's really amazing, Jan, that you said that, because he asked me if I've been eating a decent diet. And I said, well, if you'll look, I am gradually losing weight. I don't eat a lot of fried food anymore. When I do eat fried food, it is very well drained and dapped of any excess grease or anything like that. I eat a lot of salads. When I get out away from the house, I try to eat fish as much as possible. Not only is it good for you with the chemicals that are in the fish, but it's also one of those highly requested foods for diabetics. But with grandma's allergies to anything that comes out of the water, it's impossible for me to cook fish here. So we eat a lot of chicken. When we have ground beef, hamburgers, tacos, anything like that, we get the leanest we can get. And everything is drained and dry of extra grease and stuff like that. Of course, you know, I eat salads like crazy. That's how I got from 265 pounds to 209 pounds. So let me see here. 70, pretty close to us. 40s over there at Paul's place. 80 out there by Terry. Wow, that's cool. Yep, it was beautiful. I got up at 10 after 3 this morning, and it was already 64 degrees outside. We were supposed to get up to 71 today, but they changed the forecast. I think we got up to 69. It just changed from rain to wind, and we're still at 64 degrees. So we'll see what happens. The least amount of red meat as possible is what the doctor told me. Yeah, I would like to do as little bit of red meat as possible. Sadly enough, Grandma flips nuts over chicken and turkey and stuff like that all the time. She hates poultry. So every once in a while, we got to throw in a little bit of beef or something like that. Good evening, Tony. Good to see you. Ian, my head is not made out of peanuts. Very true, but that don't mean it's not full of them. Don't forget, I've been on live streams with you. I've seen you throw your head down, and I've heard it rattle. I try. But yeah, like I said, I figured I would throw in a little bit of live stream before the premiere. Of course, you know, we'll have to shut this down to go to the premiere because I can't hook them all together. But oh well. At least everybody gets satisfied tonight. We get a premiere. We get a little chat time. And it's mostly muddy water. Pork is also good meat to have. I'll be honest with you. Here lately, meat prices have gone through that. Everybody's been pretty much complaining all over the country about meat prices for the last 6 or 8 months. And I've been bragging about the fact, you know, we've got some pretty cheap meat around here. Here the last probably month or so, our meat prices have gone through the roof. The cheapest pork that my wife could find last month when she was able to go shopping the last time was pork ribs, and they were $3.99 a pound and 40% fat. So whenever we cook them, we got to sit there and take the time to saw the fat. I mean, you're talking about a layer of fat that thick going down the whole back of the rib. So each one we have to sit there and saw the fat off of. And supposed to get storms tonight, might happen. It's been very sunny, so the atmosphere is unstable. Pork is also good, mostly muddy water. It was great here till about 11, then storms and wind, cold rolled in. Yeah, we've not got any problem with the cold. Yeah, our meat prices went through the roof. We have like 4 packs of pork ribs in the freezer right now, and 1 pack of chicken, and we got to try to make that last us another week and a half. She won't get paid again for another week and a half, and you know, what can we do? Hopefully prices go down a little bit on some things. We find some stuff on sale, because this one person, this one income household thing is not working real well. Cowboy John, howdy, howdy, howdy. Millions of chickens had to be killed due to the bird flu. Looks like no end in sight. I heard about that, Terry. I finally heard something about that. And yeah, God only knows what it's going to be like. Store had deals on pork loins. Yeah, pork loins went up like crazy here. That's what she used to get, was she'd get the 10-pound rolls of ground beef, and she would get 3 or 4 pork loins, and then we'd cut the pork loins into thirds. And when she went the last time, the pork loins had almost doubled in price than what they were the month before when she went shopping. So she grabbed those pork ribs instead, and I'm telling you, there's only so many ways you can cook a pork rib. I even took them the other night and deboned them and cut them into thin slices. And she come home and made, I seasoned them, put them in the fridge, and she came home and made rice and cut them into very small cubes and mixed them in with the rice and with the rice and cheese and stuff. And that was dinner. I saw where Walmart's starting wage for truck drivers is $95,000. I'm considering unretiring. I don't know. Things are tough, that's for sure. Any food pantries where you live? Every town in Connecticut has them. Drive-through besides no question. Not within 35 miles of here. Not within 35 miles of here. I think our nearest, the nearest one that I even know used to be there. I don't even know if it's still operating or not. But the people that worked it. Always got the prime food before they opened the doors to the people to come in. So they were out of a lot of fresh vegetables and meat. Oh, they still had hot dogs and, you know, like the bar-S smoked sausages and stuff like that. But that was about all that was there. The boneless pork loins, put them in the crock pot. Check around and start one. Need to have a place to start it out of. Let me see here. So not too awful bad, Tony. Not too awful bad. I was saying earlier before you came in, I went to see the cardiologist today, just to be told to come back tomorrow. They wanted to stick the sensor on me and everything for a week. So we'll see how that goes. I told him, I said, we do not have the gas to make these 30-mile round trips. She has to go to work for the next week and a half, and we can't be drinking all. Can you just put it on me today? He's like, no, we can't do it. We have to schedule a time for you to put it on. Yay. I go once a month. They give me 2 big bags roasted almonds so I can make my almond butter. They get upset with me for not taking more items. There's always someone that needs it more. Yeah, I guess it's a Holter monitor. I don't know. He just said he wanted me to wear it for a week to monitor my heartbeat, to make sure there's not a flutter, and that's be the reason I have the dizzy spells and get lightheaded and pass out. I tried to tell him it was just really bad genetics, inbreeding or something, but he just chuckled about it, went back to the computer. So. Great doctor, lousy sense of humor. Then again, he probably just didn't understand the joke when I told him my mom and dad had the same last name before they got married. So, I mean, could be old age, you know. I am getting up there, slightly prehistoric now. I had to go through my phone and erase a bunch of numbers out. I did finally get rid of God's pager number. I no longer have Methuselah's email address, things like that in there. So. Yeah, Ian, they contacted me about a week and a half ago and asked me if I was going to do security for them again this year. And I said, yeah, sure am. So I'll be there on Thursday, May 18th, and I will be there through Sunday, the 21st. I had a discussion with my doctor who said I had a bad aortic root. This doctor, when I seen him 5 years ago, he diagnosed me with an enlarged aortic root. And then they took me over and put me on the big machine and stuck me inside the toilet paper tube and said, nope, there was nothing wrong with my aortic root. My heart looked healthy. So we'll see what comes of it this time. I'm definitely prehistoric if you are. Well, you know, back when we was little and had to ride our dinosaur both ways to school uphill in 4 foot of snow. My last discussion with my pacemaker doc was him asking me, your last discussion, why ain't you dead yet? That's what really scared me today was, you know, the doctor telling me, you know, that they pretty much just buttered me up at the hospital, telling me that this blood clot in the artery it was in was not a big deal. And I told him, I said, they said if it was in another artery, you know, that went to my brain or my heart, you know, I could have a heart attack or a stroke. He said, but the artery it's in right now, you could literally suffocate on the clots that go into your body or go into your lungs as that thing breaks up. He said, you really have to monitor the pills. You got to stay on them. You cannot miss any. You cannot be late taking them. He said, it will kill you. He said, 50% of the people that have a clot as bad as yours is don't even make it to the hospital when they find it. He said, you are already on the lucky side of that 50%. He said the next 6, 8, 9 months, 12 months is going to be one of those real delicate times for you. So it's like, wow, thanks, Doc. Oh, he did. It's not surprising, Tony. Anymore, doctors don't pull no punches. They tell you just like it is. At some point, I'll have to have the valve replaced. Well, you know, I got one of those 50-50 flips. My mom's dad had 5 heart attacks before he died. And my dad's side of the family, there's no heart attacks anywhere in their side of the family. So I got that 50-50 toss right now. You know, what kind of shape is my heart going to be in 20 years, 30 years? Pulmonary embolism. It's no big deal. Don't sell medical stuff. Heart attacks ain't a death sentence. No, they're not. Six of them. Wow. 6 of them. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Then again, my grandfather died in 72. So back then, surviving 5 heart attacks or 4 heart attacks, they told him, you know, how incredibly lucky he was. I think 3 of the 5 were major heart attacks. So I don't know. We'll see. You're lucky. I have bad hearts on both sides of my family. I know what the symptoms are without a doubt. Yeah, see, there for the longest time, I had cardiomegaly, which is an enlarged heart. Plus, I have pleuritic muscle around the heart. So those two things work opposite each other. You know, I've got the enlarged heart and I've got pleuritic muscle, and the pleuritic muscle swells, and then as the enlarged heart tries to beat faster, it puts pressure on it, kind of like somebody reaching into your chest and squeezing your heart where it can't beat like it needs to. So that's where I have a lot of my chest pain and stuff at. So I just try not to overdo myself. And you carry nitro. Wow. But yeah, I wanted to apologize to everybody too for this week, and needless to say, the blood clot, me being so tired, things like that has just got me worn down. The video that is premiering tonight, I actually done on Monday. And I set it up for the premiere tonight. I worked a little bit today on a third video for the week. It'll probably come out on Friday. I never, ever, ever say this, but sometimes your health interferes with your schedule, and you can always make up a schedule somewhere later on, but you can't make up your health. So needless to say, I've been sleeping more. I might get up in the morning, but I go, hey Jay, I may get up still at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, but come 7 o'clock or so, 6 o'clock, I'm laying back down again for an hour or 2 hours. Like I said, I got up a little after 3 this morning, laid back down at 7, and slept till 9:30. My doctor's appointment was at 11:30, so glad to see you up and streaming. Was kind of scared there for a while. Oh, don't get me wrong, the old leg is still hurting. It's still swollen up. I tried to get my leather pants on today for the Ren Fair that I wear every year with my outfit, and that left leg was pretty tight getting in there. So the right one was still fine, but the left one was still pretty tight getting in there. They weren't as tight as they were last year either, because I've dropped like 10 pounds since then. So yeah, that was interesting. I finished all the bushings and ball joints and the sway bar end links, changed the oil in the truck. Cool. And now it's good until the next major component failure. Rock Auto. Rock Auto. Why does that sound familiar to me? Isn't Rock Auto the one that is just this side of like Rock Island or something like that over in Illinois? Like right on this side of the Mississippi? Tony, her son-in-law, and the crew that work on the race car use Rock Auto. Oh, rockauto.com. Okay. There's a place over on I think it's 94 going through Illinois towards Iowa. I think it's Rock Island or something like that. But they have a place over there called Rock Auto, I believe it is. Oh, and they didn't do so well over the weekend. Can afford to buy pre-assembled stuff. It's way easier to do. Oh, Rock Auto. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Gold Allied Trust, my fuzzy butt. Somebody's going to give me gold. They better give it to me pretty damn quick because we're dying over here. Now I have a damn Rock Auto song in my head. I used to know all those salvage places, but I do that kind of work anymore. Places that ripped me off repairing my truck in January had the nerve to send me a reminder card for an oil change. Better chance of seeing God than my truck again. Damn. All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto. They got a better chance of finding God than they do finding my truck in their parking lot again, bitches. Oh, love it. Yeah, some of those places have no shame. You are absolutely correct on that. Oh, there's more rain coming. What else is new? But it's gone up to 66 degrees. Yay. Well, the mechanic that services my stuff is a hole. I know he's me. Well, at least he's a good mechanic. I mean, I can't complain about that one. You just got to worry about your wife and your mechanic hooking up and running away together to Missouri, to a nice new cabin that's getting built. God, I hate these things. I'm smoking these ultralights, 3 or 4 to 1 cigar, or to the time I normally smoke 1 cigar because I can't taste them, even cutting the filter off of them. And these sons of bitches are expensive. These are Misty ultralight 120s. These things are $75 a carton. I gotta quit smoking that old woman's cigarettes. I have 2 kg. I don't have access to anything else. It's like I said at the beginning of the live stream, my phone is off. It's been off for 3 days, which means no business calls, no money making opportunities, no nothing. My StreamYard, I got my very last notification of it going, you know, plus everything else, you know. It's just her pulling the short check that she did last week and everything coming out all at once. The furnace, the car payment, all the bills and stuff that she pays, everything came out at once. It left her with $45 to run for 2 weeks. So she's about out of cigarettes too. That's why we've not gone grocery shopping yet this month, because we've not had the money to go grocery shopping. Oh yeah, believe me, I know. I know. Oh, let me see here. We got about 18 minutes to the premiere. I'm looking forward to this one. Just seeing it on the little screen, it looked really good. I can't wait to see it on, 36 inches. Not around here, Tony. Maybe if I lived near a city, I could, but not around here. Yeah, it probably, I don't know. I guess it probably wouldn't bother me. Since losing the other channel, I'm kind of used to the struggling thing. But, I guess it probably wouldn't bother me if Easter wasn't this weekend. And, granted, my daughter's 13 years old, but she's always had an Easter basket. I've always had an Easter basket. Grandma's always had an Easter basket. The wife's always had an Easter basket. And there ain't gonna be no Easter baskets this year. So any street corners we have here wouldn't be safe to stand on. Cincinnati's dangerous. I haven't been to Cincinnati in a long time. I'd like to go back there again. We went there on a few field trips when I was in like junior high and stuff. And we loved it. Kings Island was as close as I've been to Cincinnati, and I was there probably twice in the 90s. And that's about the extent of it. I haven't been there in many, many, many years. Any corner one is whoring themselves. It's not going to be all that. Well, yeah, that's true too. Haven't had an Easter basket since I was a kid. That's a tradition we've always done. Grandma always gets some of her real hard candies in her Easter basket that she can just sit at the table and suck on. She loves Peeps. Grandma loves Peeps. She's as bad as my mom when it comes to the chocolate covered eggs. she'll stick them in the freezer. She'll go hit the store at the end of Easter, and she'll buy all of them at the store. She'll stick them in the freezer, and she'll eat on them all year long. Hey, Drew, good to see you, sweetie. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, hon. I'm trying to. I've still got the pain from the blood clot. It's going to be months and months and months, possibly a year, possibly longer. The doctor was telling me today for this thing to dissolve. So, you know, it's day for day. We're doing what we can. I'm staying on my medication, my blood thinners and stuff like that. And not heard from Connie in a while. I was thinking about some of those folks today that we used to have in here on a regular basis. Fishing, Connie, stuff like that. And or people like that have just disappeared. I actually tried to call Fishing 2 days ago, 3 days ago, on the house phone. Went straight to his voicemail. Yeah, Buckle Bunny, Tony. Yeah. This doctor, he's not, like I said, he's not too awful bad. He kept Steph's grandpa alive for a while, so I've got a lot of faith in him. You know, I don't know, Drew. I don't, especially Fishing, because he moved back up here. He's only about 40 minutes south of me, back in the South Bend area where he grew up at. And he came here. He had been in Indiana less than a week, and came here to visit me and said we'd get together and hang out, get a hold of him anytime. And I can't. There's no answer on his phone. I have no clue how to get a hold of him. Dead patients don't pay good. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, she was off. You're saying that I hope she gets in touch again. You could do great things. I don't know, but YouTube is busy tonight. There's a lot of videos going up and premiering and stuff tonight. Hopefully we have a really good turnout here in about 11 minutes at our premiere. If I recall, she uses her name. Yeah, I'll have to look and see. I think I had her on Messenger at one time. I'll have to look and see on my Messenger, see if I've still got her listed on there or not. Yeah, I wanted to get the word out to Dakota and Chris about the premiere tonight, since you know it's right up their alley, the subject matter of the premiere. So but I didn't get a chance to. Been too busy looking into what I can get rid of to bring a little money in here to help relieve the stress. Sadly enough, we don't even have a pawn shop around here anymore. So what little bit of silver and stuff I have, I don't even have a place to get rid of that anymore. So James Anderson post Facebook. I'll just share out in our private group. Okie doke, Drew. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to do the premiere here. It'll start here in about 9 minutes. So hopefully, I've not had a premiere yet that done really good. You know, and I seen something amazing today. I have never seen a channel that had a very, very small subgroup of subs that was getting 6, 7, 8 times the amount of viewers than they have subs on a video. I found a channel today that had 51 subscribers. They're the only 3 live streams that they have done thus far. Today was one of those live streams. 210, 250, 300 views. It's like, wait a second. All they do is sit there and talk about boobs for 3 hours, and they're getting 350, 400 views. I try talking about interesting stuff, and I'm lucky to break 100. And I've got almost 400 subscribers. What am I missing here in the balance? Caucasian, what's up, bud? Hope you're doing good. Purchase views. Yeah, it just seems real squirrely to me that you've only got 51 subscribers, but they're sharing out your live streams like that. Now, I mean, granted, she's got a couple other girls up there with her. Couple of them are pretty hot. So maybe it's the visual thing that's getting them shared out. The fact that they'll talk about just about anything, and it's attractive young people doing it. I don't know. I don't think I want to drop myself to that level, though. Guess I need to talk about boobs. Yeah, apparently. I need to grow some and wear a tank top on my live stream and just like have the camera zoomed right in, and maybe I'll start getting better views. I don't know. Connie, Ella, Brady, Bunny's name on face. Okay. Yep, I know I got her on Messenger. There's a girl that calls scammers, and she has 2,000 subs. I just don't get it. Oh, I know. I've seen her before. She is freaking awesome. She'll call scammers back and scam right back to them. And you have subs. There's a mathematical probability of individual subs tuning in. Yep. But the non-sub views are very weird. People don't want mindless, stupid. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it seems that way. You know, you get a group of people in that actually are interested in learning something or being entertained together. It's very rare. It's very rare. those people can play Candy Crush. Well, I'm glad they can, because I erased that stuff 2 years ago. Did you see TV show Vikings? Yes, I've watched Vikings quite a while now. There's a new show, I think, getting ready to come out. It's called Northman. And it looks like it's going to be really good, too. I'll share out. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that, sweetie. For instance, I might get 10 people watching my show live. Sasquatch After Dark gets 30 randomly. See, that's not too awful bad. I'd be happy with half that on our live streams and stuff. I know we're about to break. We're about to break 400. I think we're at 391 right now. So, and we are really close to breaking that 4,000 watch hours already in just the last 4.5 months. So we can get that. We can get that next. We can get that next 509 subscribers we need. We can see about getting remonetized again. Point is, it has no rhyme or reason. Yeah, really, honestly, don't. You are correct about that. I'm doing not bad on interviews, but videos, I'm not doing so good. This week we're actually not going to have we're not going to have an interview on Friday night. I'm probably going to make it open mic on Friday evening. Just let people come up here and tell their own stories and stuff like that. I'm just, I haven't even been on anybody else's interviews lately. I went from getting interviewed almost every week on somebody else's podcast or channel or something, to it being completely chopped down to nothing. I was actually supposed to have been from Afterlife Road on tonight, but with all the medical stuff going on and things like that, completely spaced it and set up the premiere, which is okay because they've not been doing a lot because of Michigan winter, but things are picking up. This Saturday night, we're going out and doing the Van Buren Poorhouse Museum, doing an investigation there. Next week, we're going to be at the Morris Performing Arts Center in South Bend. We're going to be the very first paranormal crew to ever get in that place, and they're getting ready to celebrate their 100th year in operation. And things have been going on there for the entire century, and we're going to be the first crew to get in there to investigate. So, you know, there's going to be some real good investigation videos cropping up here, at least for the next couple weeks. And leaving you alone because you're not well, or all waiting for your health to go up. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine, Drew, just sitting here and do the interviews and stuff. I'm still good. I'm good with that. My biggest problem is getting up, walking around, which is the thing that I need to do But man, it hurts doing it. But anyway, guys, it is that time. It is 8 o'clock. It is time to end this puppy and go over to the premiere. Thank you guys for coming in to the little pre-premiere live stream. Let's get over there to that premiere and check this thing out because I'm anxious to see it. You guys take care. God love you. I do. And we'll go check out that premiere. We'll talk to y'all later.